So new banlist dropped today, and I'm gonna react to see what's changed for the new Forbidden Limit to this. So yeah, what's actually the new updates? Update to 5.4. Okay. Anyway, let's see what's changed. 9th of March is when this list will be implemented. Are they changing any skills? They might be changing skills as well. So I'm gonna check out the list, see what has happened. Limited to 1. Bamboo Scrap. Now I heard something about this card being used for combos and stuff. What's it? Tribute 1 plant monster. So summon 2 plant token to your opponent's side of your... Okay, so it prevents them from synchro summoning, XD summoning, etc, etc. Okay, that makes more sense. Limited 2. Mrs. Judge. This card will be limited so that it cannot be played alongside cover vase. Okay. I mean, that's fair, and looks like head judging has been limited to as well. So they hit these 2 cards due to the fact that this card's too strong, and this one is due to the fact that, well, cover vase and head judging, plus the easy way to search it's pretty bad. So you either play cover vase or 1 cover vase and 1 judge. In this case, you're gonna have to play 1 judge and 1 cover vase, I guess. I guess that limits judge. But in this case, I don't think you'll be able to play head judging at all. You have to play either one of these 2, or you don't play the coin toss, which is the pot of greed. I wonder if they're going to nerf that skill, I'm not too sure, but we'll see. Okay, guess that's all for the semi-limits. So let's check out Limited 3, Onslaught. Limitations card will be erased, and will be eased as its power level is susceptible to the metagame. Okay, so they put it to 3 instead of limiting it. I think that's what it's saying, not too sure. But yeah, head judging, this card will be limited, so it cannot be played alongside multiple copies of generate limited 2 cards. Yeah, makes more sense. No longer on the list, Rose Lover. This card will be unlimited as its power level is acceptable in the current metagame. Also, is used for the future plant support as well. That Konami's being leaked, so that people have leaked the Rika cards. So this is also another way of getting card support for Rikas, so they allow to spawn more further on. It's not bad, it's pretty good. Alright, that's it. That's a pretty small list change, but I guess that's all they changed. Okay, that's kind of a disappointing change. Alright, well, I mean, they hit the Desperados deck, so I guess that makes it a bit more balanced, I guess. Alright, so what have they changed to the skills? It'll be changed around the 25th of March 2021. Reasons for skill balancing: transcending crystals, iron core, cubic seeds. We are strafing some characters' skills, making them easy to use. Master of Destiny, this skill is given a harder... Okay, so they have nerfed the Master of Destiny skill. I figured as much. There's more cards that will work well. Okay, I assume it's going to be less than what its current one. 6 or 8 or something like that. They might nerf it to like maybe 9, 10 cards maybe. Walkers and Graveyard. This skill is more hard activation as we're planning to add cards to strengthen playing type decks in near future. Rikas and more ways to utilize Dark Virtue in the grave have become more available since the addition of the skill. Okay. So, see you later skill is given hard activation condition as easy to gain a large advantage of opponent. Yeah, and it's more easy to use it. Pretty much you can just bounce whenever. Makes sense. This skill needs to be touched upon as well. So yeah, that can make more sense. That makes more sense. Balance. As the addition of recent cards given deck built to include sure victory. So in combined conditions, we're giving a hard activation condition to the skill to prevent the emergence of power decks. Okay, and looks like they're nerfing the other skills: Restart, Spell Specialist, Trap Layer, my monster cards, and Heavy Starter. I assume, I mean, these 5 haven't really been used that much compared to the other ones, which have been used a lot. Interesting. Alright, so what have they updated? Transcendent Crystal can be used in the 3rd turn onwards. By sending 1 free card from your hand and graveyard, choose a number of crystal based monsters from your deck to send spell trap zone. If you begin with duel with 7 or more crystal beast monsters, you can use the skill regardless of the current turn. Okay, so if you make a full crystal beast deck, wait, several crystal monsters. So you can have like, it doesn't specify, it has to have different ones. I assume it's just any crystal base. Choose number of crystal base. Yeah, I guess it makes it more easier. I guess this is what people have been using for invoked and stuff. I don't know what people use for transcend crystals. Okay, it can be used once per turn and twice per duel. Okay. Iron Coal can be used next turn after you activate the skill. Activate Iron Coal, sorry. Return one machine type monster from your hand to your deck, and then return one Iron Coal graveyard to your hand. Hey, what? Oh, only if you've activated it, and you return it from your graveyard to your hand. That's an interesting nerf. That's all I'm gonna say, it's an interesting nerf. At the beginning of the duel, Crystal Cubic Seeds. At the beginning of the duel, add 3 gem to your deck. Still can be used if you get into a deck extra that contains no monsters other than cubic monsters. In addition, number spell traps cards that are not cubic cards must be 6 or lower. So you can only use 6 cards that are not cubics. That's an interesting nerf. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's like, okay, that's fine. I mean, most of the cards you use are already cubic anyway. Alright. Master of Destiny, what have they nerfed? When you toss a coin, the result will be heads first ring coin tosses. Your first normal draw will be skipped. That is a big nerf to the skill. So basically, if you go second, you start with 4 cards. But if you go first, you go third, basically. You play your normal turn, then you play your third turn. Your third turn, you do not start with a draw. That is interesting. This skill can only be used if activated with 7 more cards with different names required coin toss. Okay, so they did nerf it to 7 cards. Extra text does not count. Okay, that does give it a big nerf. Is it still playable? Maybe, depending on how you use the skill. I don't know. It's really restrictive now. I mean, I guess that's punishment for Desperado decks. But yeah, okay, that's pretty good. What grows in the graveyard can be used if your life points increased by 1500. Okay. Add 1 Dark Verger to your graveyard from outside of your deck. So it doesn't start in the graveyard, it starts outside of the deck, and it adds it to your deck. That's interesting. That completely kills it. Yeah, that completely kills the skill. Okay, well, what else have they changed if that's the only one? Okay, see you later. Can be used when your life points are decreased by 1500. Okay, so they are going to 1500 nerf, which is a pretty good life point reduction, so it's a bit more harder to use. Select 1 monster you control and return it, which you are the original owner of. Okay. Return the selected monster to the hand. Okay. It's going to be used once per duel. So yeah, they made it more difficult to use. That's actually a bit better. Okay, balance. What is this? Your starting hand will reflect the card balance of your deck. This skill will not activate unless you have at least 6 of each type in your deck. Monster spell traps. You cannot special summon or activate monster effects until the end of the main phase of your first turn. So you can't use monster effects, but you can still use spell and traps. Okay, that's interesting. That's a really big nerf. I guess balance is kind of dead now. Kind of. I mean, yeah, you set up your stuff and then you use balance. Restart. Can be used only your side hands are drawn. Reduce your hand by 1. And then redraw your hand. What? Can be used only once after side hands are drawn. Okay, so you've drawn your hand, so you have 4 cards. And then you reduce your hand by 1, and then you redraw your hand. So you're literally starting off with 3 cards. Okay. You cannot special summon or activate monster effects. Special summon, that's the same as balance. In the main phase of your first turn. That is a pretty big nerf. In that case, balance and restart are kinda dead. Yeah, this actually kills the deck. both these skills for the deck. That's pretty bad. Spell Specialist. Alright. If your deck contains 5 or more spell encounters with different names, you will have improved chance of removing a spell in your hand. Okay, starting hand. You can special. Oh, okay. So yeah, it looks like I've seen a pattern here. So they're pretty much giving this nerf to a lot of the best skills now. So you can't special summon or activate monster effects until the end of your first turn. So this makes it slower in a way because these skills are very, very strong. And I guess, well, I mean, Spell Specialist is the only one I see that's probably the least impactful. But compared to the other ones, it's pretty bad. 5 or more with different names. Yeah, I guess you could say. Then again, they put 5 or more. Wasn't it 3 or more before? Or was it 5 or more? Can't remember. But yeah, it looks like they kind of nerfed again. Trap Player, it has the same effect as Spell Specialist for the skill, and you can't special or use monster effects during the same turn as your opening hand. Okay, so they did nerf it again as well. So they have nerfed Spell Specialist and Trap Layer. I guess that makes more sense. I assume my monster card's skill is kind of the same. That's probably the worst one out of all of them, to be honest. Okay, so it's a bit different. If your deck has 6 or more level 4 lower monsters with different names, you have a better chance of opening a level 4 or lower from the starting hand, and you can't activate monster effects or special summon during turn you activate the skill. Okay, so first turn nerf. It makes it slower. That kind of slows things down. It makes more sense, I guess. I guess this makes the skills more diverse in a way. Alright, that seems interesting. And it looks like they've also hit Heavy Starter. If you have 3 or more level 5 or higher monsters with different names, remember, from your deck, you must have improved chance of opening a level 5 or higher monster, and you can, okay. Similar to my monster cards. But you can't activate, you can't special summon or activate monster effects during the first turn. Okay, so yeah, they kind of nerfed it. And looks like that's about it. Man, I mean, the biggest changes are probably Heavy Starter. My monster's card's probably the biggest nerf out of all of them. Trap Layer, Spell Specialist are probably not as bad, but it's pretty bad. Restart, Balance, See You Later, Upgrades. Yeah, these skills are pretty much nerfed into oblivion. I don't think anyone will be using these skills. Maybe Master Destiny, but other than that, I don't think the other ones will be used. I mean, Iron Coal's not going to be used at all, to be honest. But yeah, it looks like it's a lot of changes are happening on the 25th of March. So yeah, get ready for a big change. Actually, no, wait, it takes place now. No, this is not March. It takes place next month. Okay, so we got a month to actually use all this. That is interesting. It'll take place. The plan release of the skill would be planned release on the app version. So they're gonna update it. So all these updates will be taking place during the app update. Okay, that's interesting. So between the 18th to 20th, and 25th is when it's gonna be implemented the most. So yeah, that's a big nerf to a lot of things. Oh boy, next month is gonna be an interesting change for Duel Links. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this Forbidden Limited List change, and also the skill balance change. Yeah, a lot of things are going to be changing in March. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, March is definitely going to be an interesting thing for Duel Links. Very interestingly indeed. Yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.